dazzling the audience with her grace and her beauty. Malakia is as lovely inside as she is out. I have never heard an unkind word come out of her mouth. She will play our lead role this spring as she is our Annie. That's a tall order for one so petite, but I know she will capture the audience. Malakia. Tridian Butler has been in drama for 3 years. He is going to miss performing in shows and rehearsing with his castmates. Tridian's advice to the younger drama members is to study your lines, work hard, and most importantly, have fun. Kevin Konzak and Jaden Wallen have been the most influential people for Tridian while in drama, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself working in law enforcement as a conservation officer. Tridian was Jemkif this winter, the Bob Cratchit carol in A Wicked Christmas Carol. What I appreciate most about Tridian is how immersed he gets into a role. He has the ability to be both a comedic and a dramatic actor. I must admit that although I had seen the show more times than anyone else, when he expressed his sorrow at losing his child, I teared up, even at the last performance. Tridian will play Daddy Warbucks this spring, and we all look forward to that. Tridian Butler. Jaden Dingman. This is Jaden's first year in drama. She is going to miss performing and being with her wonderful castmates. Her advice to underclassmen is fake it until you make it and give it your fullest effort. The most influential people for Jaden have been Lynn Peterson and her Aunt Bailey, and in 5 years, Jaden sees herself living in the cities and working towards her undecided career. Jaden played the young Lena this winter. She transformed from a shy orphan into the Wicked Witch. When she began rehearsing, she was much like young Lena, not quite sure of her talent. What a privilege it was to see her grow as an actor. She built the confidence she needed to create an unforgettable role. From donning green face paint to layering costumes, Jaden is the kind of actor every director wants to direct. She will play a variety of roles this spring, including Sophie, the soup maker, and she will also be one of the lovely Boylan sisters, Jaden Dingman. Ella Mankey is not here this morning, but I would still like to brag about her. This was her first year in drama. The things that she is going to miss most are the people and getting to see everyone every day. Her advice to others is enjoy the time you get with LP because she is one of the most talented directors you can work with. Oh, that's so sweet. Olivia Morin Swanson has been the most important person for Ella during drama, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself finishing up her law degree. Ella was one of the Winkies this winter, a slave to the Wicked Witch. Although she had dabbled in middle school drama, this was her first high school performance. What I appreciate most about Ella is her dedication not only to herself, but to others. She is willing to step in at a moment's notice and help where help is needed. She will play several roles this spring, and if you're in the audience, she may try to sell you an apple. Ella Mankey. Olivia Morin Swanson. This is Olivia's first year in drama at PHS. She is going to miss the support of her castmates and crew and Mrs. P. Olivia's advice to others is, even if you're scared, audition anyway. The only person who is judging you is you. The most influential person has been Miss P, and in 5 years from now, Olivia will be going to law school. Olivia portrayed the British farm boy Tip, Princess Ozma, and Marianne in our winter production. Olivia also serves as my right-hand person and helps me organize our day-to-day rehearsals. I have known Olivia since she was a little girl. Her talents are limitless, and it is my honor to work with her. This spring, Olivia will play the much-reviled Miss Hannigan. This is a major role with high expectations, yet I know when she belts out her little girls, she will be the woman we all love to hate. Olivia Morin Swanson. Madison Nunn. There's Miss Maddie. Madison has been in drama for 6 years. She will miss the encouraging and supportive environment and performing with her castmates. Madison's advice to her younger cast members is to practice your lines as much as possible and get out of your comfort zone. Mrs. Peterson has been the most influential person for Madison, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself going to college in New York to become a police officer. Maddie was the magnificent Wicked Witch in A Wicked Christmas Carol. From her first audition, I knew she would make a perfect lead. Her voice was pitch perfect, and she embodied her role with zeal. She, too, had to don green makeup, yet she never complained. She had hundreds of lines to learn, and she took direction extremely well. But what I appreciated is when she made the character her own. She is an excellent role model for the younger actors, learning lines and staying in character. Maddie is the antithesis of the witch. For her to create such a believable villain was amazing. This spring, she will use her talents to play a Bronx police officer and an English servant. Madison Nunn. Elaine Shockley. This is Elaine's 4th year in drama. She is going to miss the dedication of everyone involved and how close we are after a show. Elaine's advice to her underclassmen is make new friends in your cast and praise the tech and backstage crew. The most influential person for her has been Lynn Peterson, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself pursuing a career in either music or theater education or doing college-level theater. Elaine played Wee Willie in A Wicked Christmas Carol. From the first day of rehearsal, Elaine was able to capture her character. What impressed me most was her day-to-day consistency. Each day, she became Wee Willie, the sickly yet sweet child of Jemkiff. It was the perfect role for Elaine, as she is kind and generous of spirit. She will play Lily St. James this spring, which is a strange departure from her overall kindness. Elaine Shockley. Jaden Wallen. Jaden has been in drama for 4 years. She is going to miss the fun cast, club potlucks, and performing. Her advice to fellow cast members is no matter how small your role, make the most of it, because if you don't, you'll wish you did. Miss Des has been the most influential person for Jaden while in drama, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself being a math teacher somewhere in Minnesota. Jaden played the delightful Dorothy this winter. I knew how busy Jaden was with her day-to-day activities when she was cast, yet she was able to balance everything to create a believable Dorothy. She was able to take a well-known character and make it her own. She embodied the sweet innocence of a girl from Kansas who eventually made the decision to save her friends. This spring, she will play the star to be, but in her own right, she is already a star. Jaden. This is my second stint as drama director, my first beginning in 1986. Yep, 1986. After 26 years of directing, I retired. When I returned, I had no idea what to expect. I knew only a few students, and I had no idea who would audition or who would agree to work backstage. I selected a show that I felt would appeal to a wide audience, a mashup of The Christmas Carol and Wicked. If it were staged during the Christmas season, I felt it could be successful, but they made the show successful. It was an unknown show, and it drew people to the theater. And after the first night, it drew people the second night, and then to our matinee. If not for the talent of this group of seniors, the show would have flopped. However, they created a believable world where the audience could both laugh and cry. Audience members left the theater with a feeling of hope, which is so important in today's world. This spring, we will stage Annie, March 13, 14, and 15. I am blessed to work with the finest students PHS has to offer. Will I still be directing in 26 years? I don't think so. Will these seniors leave an indelible mark in the world? Absolutely. Thank you, seniors, for being excellent role models and leaders. You hold the future in your hands, and I can't wait to see what you will do.
Thank you, Ms. Peterson. Fabulous job. As you know, our cheerleading squad is one of the best in the section, no question. And that is because we have the choreography and expertise and experience. Obviously, we have great athletes who are cheering, but also the things that Miss Coach Wyman does with our spirited group. I'd like to have her recognize her seniors. Come on up, Ms. Karina Wyman.
Right. I think I have to adjust this for me. Okay. All right, I will start off with Grace Erickson. Grace has been cheering for 3 years now. She's going to miss the fun practices, spending time with the team, singing on the bus rides, stunting, and performances. Grace's advice to younger girls is try your hardest, trust the process, don't drag your feet, and don't overthink it. The most influential person in this sport for Grace has been Coach Karina, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself starting a career in the medical field. Grace Erickson. Angelica Guderzo. This is Angelica's first year in cheer. What she will miss most is being together during practices and helping each other. Her advice to others is, don't worry if you don't know something, or if you do something wrong. Keep going on and find a solution. Other people won't judge you. The most influential person has been my coach, Karina. She is a very kind person who introduced me to the group at the very beginning. She's from Italy, if you didn't know, so new here. In 5 years from now, Angelica sees herself finishing medical school and being a doctor. Angelica Guderzo. Kinsey Tim. Kinsey has been cheering for 4 years. She is going to miss spending time with the team, getting to know everyone, as well as stunting, performances, and cheer as a whole. Her advice to the underclassmen is don't overthink when stunting, trust your teammates, and don't drop your flyer. The most influential people for Kinsey while in cheer have been her mom and Coach Karina. And in 5 years from now, she sees herself starting her career in interior design. Kinsey Tim. Jaden Wallen. Jaden has been in cheer for 2 years. She is going to miss the team, stunting, the performances, and the fun bus rides. Jaden's advice is trust yourself and don't bail in the middle of a stunt. Also be sharp and know your counts. The most influential people for her while in cheer have been Coach Karina, Chloe, Gabby, and Callie. And in 5 years, Jaden sees herself being a math teacher somewhere in Minnesota. Jaden Wallen. All right. Our 4 wonderful seniors, they have been cheering from anywhere from just starting out this year to all 4 years of high school. We've really appreciated their service and their leadership this year. During our winter season, we kicked it off with a huge performance down in the cities at a Timberwolves game for a primetime performance. So we were on center court, dancing and stunting and having a great time. So thank you to those who came and supported us, parents and students. If you would like to see that same performance again, we are performing it this Thursday at the girls' basketball game during halftime. For the rest of the winter season, you can expect to see us at just about every game for hockey and basketball. So we look forward to cheering on all of our activities and getting our sports through the winter season and getting the crowd hyped up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Karina. We have many offerings here, of course, this year, not just that have to do with athletics, but also academics. Of course, that's the other A in the AAA. And we have a highly competitive math team. Now I'd like to invite Coach Solberg back to the stage, and this time he will be introducing the seniors on this year's Math League. Come on up, Coach.
Round two. All right, first up, Trevor Anderson. Trevor's second year in Math League. He's going to miss getting extra credit and skipping Spanish 3. Sorry, Krisha. His advice he gives the underclassmen is join for the extra credit. Rocco D'Onofrio has been the most influential person during Math League for Trevor, and in 5 years he sees himself graduating from college with a biology degree. Trevor Anderson. Colin Andrews. Colin's been in Math League for 1 year. He's going to miss the fun of trying to get to the 10 points by the end of the 15 minutes given. His advice to the underclassmen is go for it. The most influential person in Math League for Colin has been Mr. Solberg, and in 5 years he sees himself being a carpenter and working on a house. Colin Andrews. Ben Betterly. This is Ben's third year in Math League. He'll miss the meets and going to state and when it's all over. His advice to underclassmen is do the practice packets. The most influential person while participating in Math League for Ben has been Mr. Solberg, and in 5 years Ben sees himself pursuing a college degree. Ben Betterly. Chloe Carlson. Chloe's been in Math League for 2 years. She's going to miss getting extra credit and messing around at meets when it's all over. Advice to underclassmen is it's worth it. The most influential person for Chloe during Math League has been Hannah Lynch. In 5 years, she sees herself graduating college with a degree in the medical field. Chloe Carlson. Next up is John Cordero. This is John's second year in Math League. He'll miss Trevor the most when the season is over. His advice to underclassmen is just go for it. Trevor Anderson has been the most influential person to John while in Math League, and in 5 years he sees himself graduating with a pre-veterinarian degree. John Cordero. Next up is Sophie Folkstead. Sophie's been in Math League for 2 years now. The thing she'll miss the most after the season is guessing the right answers, and at the end of the year, pizza party. Her advice to underclassmen is join because you get extra credit in Solberg's class. The most influential person for Sophie while on the team has been Lola Whitty, and in 5 years, Sophie sees herself beginning at medical school. Sophie Folkstead. Next up is Carter Krasinski. This is Carter's third year in Math League. He's going to miss free pizza after the season. His advice to the younger ones in Math League is practice if you want to do well. Mr. Solberg has been the most influential person for Carter while on the team, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself being kinda homeless. Carter Krasinski. Next up is Brett LaGraves. This is Brett's first year in Math League. He's going to miss Sawyer the most when it's all over, and his advice to others is do it with a friend. Liliana Rosen has been the most influence on Brett during Math League, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself doing his tax returns. Brett LaGraves. Next up is Hannah Lynch. This is Hannah's second year in Math League. She was going to miss missing class every other day when it's all over. Her advice to others is just do it. Chloe's been the most influential person to Hannah during Math League, and in 5 years, she hopes to be in school to become a physical therapist. Hannah Lynch. Next up is Lakin Lyons. Lakin has been in Math League for 2 years. He will miss making fun of Lucas Lesarge, and his advice to others is just do the practice packets. The most influential person to Lakin during Math League has been Rocco D'Onofrio, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself experiencing an existential crisis. Lakin Lyons. Next up is Isabella McPhee. Isabella's been in Math League for 2 years. She's going to miss the challenge the most when it's all over, and advice to others, don't be afraid to try new things. The most influential person during Math League has been Solberg, and in 5 years, Isabella sees herself working as an engineer. Isabella McPhee. Next up is Sawyer Nettleton. This is Sawyer's first year on the team. He will miss Brett the most when the season is over, and his advice to younger Math League teammates is just do the easy questions first. Jace Koskela has influenced Sawyer the most during the season, and 5 years from now, he sees himself making big money. Sawyer Nettleton. Toby Shunk. Toby's been in Math League for 2 years. He will miss getting extra credit in Solberg's class the most. His advice to underclassmen is go to the practice so you know how to do the problems. Mr. Solberg has influenced Toby the most during Math League, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself being hired by the State Patrol. Toby Shunk. Elaine Shockley. This is Elaine's first year on the team. She will miss the meetings afterwards, and advice to underclassmen in Math League is if you don't know the answer, guess. Mr. Solberg has influenced her the most during the season, and in 5 years, Elaine sees herself pursuing her master's degree in education. Elaine Shockley. Carolyn Weinzerl. This is Carolyn's first year on the team. The thing she will miss the most when it's over is making fun of Ben during practices or being, quote, too smart, comparing scores at the end of each meet. Her advice to underclassmen is do the practice meets and just have fun. Mr. Solberg has been her biggest influence during the season, and in 5 years she sees herself working on her pharmacy degree at UMD. Carolyn Weinzerl. Lola Whitty. This is Lola's second year in Math League. The thing she will miss the most when it's over is guessing how many answers she got right and guessing random numbers when she doesn't know how to do the problem. Her advice to others is join because you get extra credit in Solberg's class. Olivia Morin Swanson has been the most influential person to Lola during Math League, and in 5 years she sees herself entering law school after completing her major. Lola Whitty. Brooklyn Yoki. This is Brooklyn's first year on the team. She's going to miss the meets. Her advice to underclassmen thinking of joining, use it as an opportunity to broaden your math knowledge skills. Solberg has been the most influential person to Brooklyn while on the team, and in 5 years from now, she sees herself going to med school, hopefully. Brooklyn Yoki. All right. We've just finished our fourth meet yesterday, and we had a big win over both our section schools and in our conference schools. So our conference schools include Duluth East, Hermantown, Marshall, Denfeld, and Cloquet. So geographically speaking, we are the smallest public school among them, and for us to win that is a big accomplishment. In our section right now, we are leading the way. And unless we have an epic meltdown in Meet 5, we will qualify for the third state tournament in a row this year. It's a testament to the work these seniors have put in and contribute to the team, along with some valuable underclassmen. We've got a good thing going, and we'll continue to be good in the coming years. Thank you.
A lot of seniors in that group. Very impressive. I think you heard the teams that we were competing against yesterday. And an amazing accomplishment to do that. I think Matt, when I talked to him, said something about their second in state. Pretty amazing. I'm just looking for something happened here. There's so many seniors, so many pages here. Thank you so much, though, Coach. And again, there's so many opportunities for all of us to participate in so many different facets of what you're interested in. It's not just sports. There's performance, there's drama, there's academics. And we're so proud of them. You make us all proud, super proud to be your principal. Thank you very much. Next to come to our stage is our DECA coach. Here's another avenue that we can have. Ms. Chibitsky, where are you? Oh, there you are. Come on up. Let's have a nice round of applause for Ms. Chibitsky, please.
All right, almost done here. First up is Terrence AV. Coming down. This is Terrence's first year in DECA. The things he will miss most after this year is making new friends and being able to talk to a lot of people. You meet a lot of people in DECA. His advice to underclassmen is to actually try. Thank you, Terrence. The most influential person for him this year has been Audrina, and in 5 years, Terrence sees himself in school. That's Terrence. Next up, Lakin Lyons. Lakin has been in DECA for 1.5 years. He's going to miss the role plays and dressing up. You do get to dress up business professional in DECA. His advice to others is be confident, even if you're pretending. The most influential person has been Mrs. Shubitzky, and in 5 years, he sees himself attending grad school. That's Lakin. Isabella McPhee. Isabella's in her 2nd year of DECA. She's going to miss problem solving and learning new things. Her advice to underclassmen is don't be afraid, confidence goes a long way. Yes, it does. Mrs. Shubitzky has influenced Isabella the most, and in 5 years, she sees herself working as an engineer. That's Isabella. Last is Toby Shunk. This is Toby's 1st year in DECA. He's going to miss getting to spend time with his friends and fighting with them, right, Toby? His advice to others is pick a project you're passionate about. Mrs. Shubitzky has influenced him the most, and in 5 years, he sees himself hired by the State Patrol. That's Toby. So DECA's super fun this year. I think we have 7 different projects going, which is the most we've ever had. Really cool things. You guys have seen some of them. Superior Sweets, selling the jarred candy salads. Another group is collecting baby supplies for moms in need. Another group is raising awareness for mental health issues in athletes. We have some really cool stuff happening. So we head to our district competition tomorrow in St. Cloud, and then state is in March. And appreciate our seniors very much. I'll miss you guys. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Shubitzky. I think some of you might have seen some news stories, especially about that the baby packages that were being put together, but just really great stuff. And so great ideas that you guys generate. So thank you so much for everything you do. And last but not least, I'd like to bring up the coach of our Proctor boys hockey team, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that win over Hermantown in the first time in 27 years. You know, I've been having a lot of fun watching this team this year. They're very young, and Coach, great job. Keep it up, and we're here to support you, buddy.
Thank you.
Coach Sassby.
Good morning, everybody. Our first senior is Gavin Davidson. Gavin has been playing hockey since he was 4 years old. He's going to miss playing the sport he loves and hanging out with his friends. His advice to younger underclassmen on the team, don't take it for granted, time flies. His older brother Dylan has been the most influential person to Gavin, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself working in the nursing field. Senior defenseman Gavin Davidson. Next Rails hockey player is Dylan Densler. Dylan has been playing hockey for 13 years. He is going to miss competing against his friends in practice. His advice to the younger guys on the team is take practices seriously. Dylan's parents have been the most influential people for him. In 5 years, he sees himself working in the trades. Senior forward, Dylan Davidson. Or Dylan Densler. Sorry, Dozer. Next senior, Mason Ginn. Mason has been playing hockey for 7 years. He's going to miss all the big moments that are all or nothing. Nothing can beat the feeling of a big game. Mason's advice to underclassmen is don't think too much about your mistakes. Just let them go and move on. His mom is the most influential person to him because she works hard for him to play the game he loves. And in 5 years, he sees himself playing college hockey. Senior defenseman Mason Ginn. Next senior Rails hockey player is Wynn Giswald. Wynn has been playing hockey for 15 years. He'll miss the bonds he has created with his teammates and coaches over the years when hockey is over. His advice to the younger guys on the team is, don't talk back to Coach Ward or Lasby. Wynn's mom and dad have been the most influential people in his life, and in 5 years, he sees himself working and making that money. Senior forward, Wynn Giswald. Next senior Rails hockey player is William Pockernich. William has been playing hockey for 13 years. He's going to miss hanging out with his friends the most when it's all over. His advice to the underclassmen is to hit the weight room early on and take any chance to improve. William's dad has been the most influential person to him, and in 5 years from now, he sees himself graduate from college with an accounting and finance degree. Senior goalie, William Pockernich. Next senior Rails hockey player is Brecken Ross. Brecken has been playing hockey for 14 years. He's going to miss the long bus rides and sniping Will in practices. His advice to his younger teammates is show up, go on 100% at all times, and don't skip practice or workouts. The most influential people for Brecken during hockey have been Mr. Coach Lasby and Ward, and in 5 years he sees himself playing junior hockey and then going to college. Senior forward, Brecken Ross. And our final senior Rails hockey player is Logan Scanlon. Logan has been playing hockey for 10 years. He's going to miss getting hyped with the boys before games. His advice to his teammates is to listen to Coach Ward. The most influential person for Logan while playing hockey has been Matt Radzak. And in 5 years, he sees himself graduated from college. Senior defenseman Logan Scanlon. Before I start talking about this group and the boys hockey program, I first want to thank all the coaches and advisors, because without you, these students don't have the opportunities. And at a small school like ours, we offer a lot of great things. And watching all the student athletes and all the people in the arts come up here, to be a staff member and a coach makes me really proud of this school. So could we get a hand for all the coaches and advisors? And then obviously, finally, for the students that are in all these activities and put the time into practice, keeping their grades up, all the things that go into it, it's a grind. And we got a lot of kids that are in multiple things in one season. We have kids that'll do 3, 4, 5, 6 different activities throughout the year. And they're out showing what Proctor's all about. And I'm super proud of all of them that have been coming up here today. And if any of you students are not involved in something, I encourage you to find something to get involved in and be part of the school community, because it's a fun time. These guys will remember it the rest of their lives. All these students that came up here will remember it. So could we get a hand for all the students in these activities? Quickly, a little bit about our season. Obviously, Mr. Awesome stole my thunder about Hermantown. Dang it. Yeah. Obviously, that was a big win for these guys as a senior group, our team, all the alumni, the school, the community. I mean, we still hear about it. We probably got about 200 messages, text messages, emails, just from people that aren't even in the state anymore that have moved out. It was a big deal, but the tough thing about it is these guys had to get back to practice, and we had a game to look forward to in a couple of days. So we didn't get to to relish it a ton. It wasn't a state tournament win the very last game of the year. We got a long way to go here to finish the year and get ready for playoffs. And they've done a great job of refocusing. And right now we're currently ranked 15th in the state in Class A. Something before the season, obviously all the publications talk about the Hibbings and Hermantowns and even Cloquet still. And, you know, I Falls has a pretty solid team this year, and there's nothing about us this year, which as a coach I kind of liked because we kind of had a target on us a little bit the last couple of years about being an upcoming program and all the work these kids have put into it. So we're like, we're going to have to earn some respect around the state. And we started with a tough schedule. Obviously a lot of road games, a lot of tough games against ranked opponents. AA schools. I think we played 7 of our first 9 on the road. 7 teams this year we play ranked in the top 20 in Class A, and we have 3 teams just in our conference that are in the top 7 in Class A hockey. So our section playoffs obviously is probably the toughest in the state by far, and whoever comes out of our section always has a great chance to win the state tournament. Added 10 AA teams to our schedule. We know that we have to play tough teams if we want to compete with these programs around here, and these guys have taken it to heart a little bit. And this is the smallest senior group I've had now in my 6th year. But they put the work in. We brought a couple of younger guys into the program for the first time this year, and they've taken them in like we haven't missed a beat at all. And that says a lot about this group is in their leadership and just being a fun group to be around. Practices are fun. They work hard. Obviously, we couldn't be more proud of these guys. I just want to say one thing. Obviously, 5 games left in the year. Playoffs, you always want to host the game. It's going to be a battle between us and I Falls who's going to get that game host. We have Alexandria on Friday, Duluth Marshall next Tuesday, Roseau for the first time in program history, I believe, the following Friday. 3 big games. 3 games we obviously want to win to solidify the number 4 spot, host a home playoff game again. We'd like everybody that doesn't have something going on to come cheer on these guys. We finished 4 or 5 at home, so it's a good opportunity for you guys to get to the rink, and I think you guys will have fun. If you haven't been to a game this year, these guys work. They're a team you can be proud of, and I know our coaching staff is super proud of these guys. Thank you, boys.
Thank you so much, Coach Gillespie. At this time, with the homecoming court candidates, please head to the quarry tile to line up. While they are getting lined up, I would like to take this time to introduce to you, I'd like to honor a young man, a student here at Proctor High School, 11th grade student Regan Donahue. I've had the pleasure of knowing Regan since 3rd grade, and I've been very close with his parents, Shelley and Brent, who get to be here as well. I'd like to honor him as a school, as Regan unfortunately could not be with us this morning because he is recovering still. They are here today to be presented with something from the school, but also I would like you to take a look at a feature that WDIO did on Regan Donahue at this time.
A catch with Dad. What seems so simple, but is never promised. For Regan Donahue, he knows that best. First, it was Regan's adoption. Growing up in an abusive household led Regan to Northwood Children's Services, and it was a trip to the dentist's office that changed his life forever.
You know, I went in because my teeth were all messed up. My mom's a dental assistant. One day, when he was done with his appointment, he got up and he threw his arms around my waist and he goes, "Will you come and visit me at the children's home? Like, I don't have anybody."
I came in there and I asked my mom if she could come and see me at Northwoods, and she did. And so basically after that, we got closer, and sooner or later they asked me if I wanted to move in, and I was up for it.
All these other kids go on home visits every weekend and he's just stuck there. I'm like, just get in the car. You're gonna come with me.
Shelley and Brent Donahue adopted Regan as their son. Regan, now able to flourish, grew an obsession for the outdoors. Fishing, hunting, lacrosse, football, you name it. He also grew to be a huge fan of professional sports. The Wild and Vikings becoming his favorite. So when he had the chance to attend Duluth native and Minnesota Vikings CJ Ham's annual football camp, he jumped at the opportunity. That's where things took a turn.
I went to the CJ Ham camp, and then, afterwards, I was having a little bit of pain.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, at first, when he's like, "Mom, my knee hurts," I'm like, "Well, you're a 14-year-old ramrod and you just did a football camp."
He did the football camp, he wiped out on his bike, brought him for an x-ray, because it was continually getting worse, and then I brought him to school. Did you call me, I think?
Yes, the doctor
Yeah,
called
the
me.
doctor had called her and said, "I'd like to see your son in an hour."
He said, "I would like to have Regan see the pediatric orthopedic oncologist," and after I heard the word oncologist, I didn't hear anything else.
Regan was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer,
Found out that I had tumor on my knee, osteosarcoma.
a cancer with just 1,000 new cases diagnosed each year.
We were in the middle of chemo and his leg kept hurting, and so they did another MRI and found that tumor was not shrinking at all. It in fact grew about 1.5 inches.
Basically, a little after that, they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to amputate your leg. And I'm like, let's do it.
And despite it taking his left leg, it wouldn't stop there. The cancer then spread to his lungs, forcing him to undergo double lung surgery at the Mayo Clinic. The teenage years are fragile already, growing into a young adult with the pressures of the world starting to seep in. But without one leg and a double lung surgery, some of the prime teenage years have been ripped away from Regan. But one thing has kept the Donahue household together: laughter.
How am I supposed to catch it when he's in dirt?
Regan is quite the jokester.
I don't have 2 good legs, I only have 1.
An infectious smile and laugh has lifted Regan and his parents out of their darkest days. Friends, family, and anyone that's come across Regan has been impacted by a growing, smart, and determined young man.
Our world was turned upside down in the last few years. It's something a parent never prepares himself for or wants to hear the word cancer when it's your child. I think with Regan having cancer, it actually could have killed him, but it actually saved him, not just physically, but mentally as well. It's made him open his eyes and become the man that he's becoming today.
Regan's goal is to get active and stay active. Plus, he has plenty of aspirations.
I'm able to do a lot more things that I love. Fishing, hunting, going outdoors, throwing a football, messing around with my dad, maybe going downtown and people watching too,
Regan has spent so much time making others smile despite his journey that it was only right for his favorite football team to return the favor with a gift.
What do you got there, son?
Well, it's a miniature Vikings helmet signed by CJ Ham.
That's really cool.
Thank you, Vikings.
Regan is still on the road to recovery, undergoing oral chemo. Thanks to a new prosthetic leg and, of course, some laughs, Regan can get back out there for some catch with Dad. For WDIO, I'm Spencer Pierce. And there's a GoFundMe link to help the Donahues with their hospital and medical expenses. We're going to have that link on WDIO.com.
Regan was just here last week. He was just in Mr. Dennis's room. Mr. Dennis has been just amazing in serving him at home and during his homeschool. And I know Noah would like to just say a couple words.
I've had the pleasure of getting to know Regan over the last 3 years. I'm doing my best to try and help him stay caught up with his schooling while he's continuing to battle. And Regan's whole life has been a battle. And what I have found truly inspirational in working with him is that he has never given up. He's never given up his will to fight, his will to be successful and overcome those obstacles. And what's most impressive is he's never given up that sense of humor. I always find myself laughing when I'm working with him, despite how bad it's gotten. He continues to fight and continues to have that sense of humor. And I've learned way more from him than I have ever taught him, I'm sure. And so I'm proud to have gotten to know him over the years. And I think there's nobody more deserving of recognition and honor from this great school.
So if we could, if possible, his parents are here. Could we have a warm and loving round of applause? Brent and Shelley, go ahead and grab it. What's that? They're not going to talk. Brent and Shelley, thank you for sharing Regan with us. We would like to present you with something that we made for Regan and your family. Thank you to Mr. Honkala and Mr. Michigan and our students who created this American flag with a nice little plaque for Regan. One more time, let's give it up for Regan. And Shelley. All right. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for the warm hand. Everything you've done has just made us so proud, and we're so proud of your son, Regan, and hang in there. Okay? Thanks again. Thank you. All right.
I did okay until the performance. Once those girls started singing, it was all over for me. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Detz and Mr. Awesome and the great staff here. You kids are amazing. Regan wanted to join the Marines and then follow his dad's footsteps and be a deputy sheriff for St. Louis County. Right now, Regan's fighting for his life. He'll hopefully be coming home today on oxygen so we can watch the Hawks in the Wild play. Regan would just want everybody to be kind to each other. The kids have been through hell, and you just don't know how far kindness can go. You don't know what people are battling either. But you also need to keep that humor, like they said. Regan just recently told me when he dies, he wants us to sprinkle some of his ashes in the Boundary Waters. I know you're not supposed to do it, and it's not going to happen, but a little in Pike Lake. And then he asked me if I'd put on his headstone, that's what she said. Anyways, you kids got a great future ahead of you. Go get them.
Thanks, you guys. Now I'd like to introduce our homecoming court, which is obviously we're going to be recognizing them at our PEP assembly on Friday as well. This is a spirited week. The heart and soul that you guys just showed there for a fellow PHS student is what it's all about. So thank you so much for all your warmth, and let's continue that warmth and excitement and celebration as I introduce our homecoming court. Luca Acero and Chloe Carlson. Dylan Densler and Sophie Folkstad. Keyshawn Gilbert and Surrey Langley. TJ Hansen and Olivia Morin Swanson. Juan Mancera and Victoria Nelson. Now we will reveal who will be our 2000 Winter 26 homecoming king and queen. Homecoming court, please open up your packages. Luca and Sophie, your homecoming king and queen. Nice round of applause. Congratulations, you guys. I would just like to tell you how absolutely proud I think all of our staff are. I realize this assembly can take a while, but you have been absolutely as respectful, kind, and loving as we could possibly be. Once again, our Proctor High School homecoming court, king and queen, Luca and Sophie. That wraps up the 2025-26 Winter Homecoming Assembly. Thank you all for coming. I believe it is just about to be 4th hour.
At Proctor Public Schools, we're more than just a district. We're a journey. Every day, our teachers, staff, and students work together, building knowledge, confidence, and character mile by mile. From our early learners to our graduates ready for the world ahead, we're fueling curiosity, connecting ideas, and driving innovation, all while keeping our eyes on the horizon. Because here in Proctor, we don't just ride the rails, we are the rails, educating, engaging, and inspiring the next generation to go full steam ahead.